Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name is Psycho Gold and this is Psycho Gold Videos. I stayed up all late last night, basically stayed up through the entire night, watching the Game Awards, and some of you joined me, so if you were one of those fine folks, then I hope you enjoyed yourself. I think we had a good time. Last night we saw the announcement, the reveal of Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, and I flipped my lid because I've been waiting for that game forever. And today I get up, have breakfast, go online, and I see that DeeBeeGeek has just gone live for, and it's titled Avengers 4 trailer. And I'm like, I know that's coming out today, but it can't be coming out yet. And then I look, thinking that he's perhaps going to be talking about what he thinks is going to happen, and no, the trailer is out. So I'm like, ah! So, yeah. I'm not really with it yet, but I'm wearing my Infinity Gauntlet t-shirt, which is the closest thing I've got to an actual Infinity Gauntlet t-shirt. We're going to check out this trailer right now. I have absolutely no idea what to expect. Obviously, it goes without saying that Infinity War absolutely blew my mind, so no one was expecting that ending. I don't expect that ending to stick, though. And I have said in live streams previously how there are several different ways that I think they could get out of it. But I am really apprehensive about watching this trailer. I think there's so much expectation and hype on whatever the next Avengers film is going to be called. Can it live up to it is what's been going through my mind ever since Infinity War just exploded. Now, I like to have a little bit of faith in Marvel, but I'm also very much aware that after this Avengers film, I think we might see some of the Marvel films start declining a little bit. But I'll go into that in a different video. For now, let's actually see whether or not this trailer has been worth the hype. I imagine it will be. 3, 2, 1, go! Oh, well there's the Iron Man helmet. I got wrecked. So obviously, is Tony on a spaceship? Yes, he is.
Staying on?
Oh, he's on the Guardian ship.
Hey, Miss Potts.
I think.
If you find this recording, don't feel bad about this. Part of the journey is the end.
Hello? What's that? Who's
Just
that?
the record being adrift in space with zero promise of rescue is more fun than it sounds. Food and water ran out 4 days ago.
Oh no.
Oxygen will run out tomorrow morning.
Oh crap.
That'll be it. When I drift off, I will dream about you. It's always you.
Okay. Damn that dissolving!
Thanos did exactly what he said he was going to do.
Yeah, he did.
Wiped out 50% of all living creatures.
Scott Lang is only missing, not dead. He's trapped in the quantum realm!
All of us. You lost friends. You lost family.
Who is that?
Ourselves.
Hey!
This is the fight of our lives.
Ronin! As opposed to Hawkeye.
This is going to work, Steve.
I know it is. Because I don't know what I'm going to do if it doesn't.
Oh, okay. It's time to put the Avengers back together. Literally. Oh, it is called Endgame. There's a shock.
Hi, is anyone home? This is Scott Lang. We met a few years ago at the airport.
He's back.
Is this an old message?
Ant-Man, I know you know that.
So he's in it.
That's me. Can you buzz me in?
Yes. So he finds a way out then. Okay. That's an interesting trailer. So that was a much more subdued and contained trailer than perhaps people might have been expecting, but it's about what I thought it was going to be for a first trailer. Obviously, they're not going to want to show off much about this. They're going to want to keep their secrets close to the chest. I find it really interesting that they chose to do like a little bit with Iron Man, and then they've done a little bit with Cap. They're both depressed. They're both, well, I'd say they're both upset, but I think Iron Man might be a little bit more upset given that he's unfortunately not got any tricks left that he can play, and he's on the verge of passing away. I don't think he will. I think that would be very, very disappointing if that's how Iron Man chooses to go out. Something or someone will come along and save him, or save the ship, or someone will scavenge it, or something will happen that he'll be able to take advantage of and, you know, manipulate his way out of the situation, which is ultimately what Tony Stark excels at, with or without his suit. He is Iron Man. As for Cap and Black Widow talking, I'm kind of irritated that Black Widow's still blonde. I really wanted her to go back to her normal red hair. But I don't know how much time is supposed to have passed. Like, it kind of looked like this film takes place directly after Infinity War. Because obviously Tony didn't give us any indication how long he's been in space, but when they went back to Earth, it did kind of look like they were talking about what Thanos did, like it's only recently happened. We saw a little bit of a shot of Thanos. I thought it was Hulk at first, due to the clothing, but then I thought, no, that's definitely Thanos. He's on an alien world. He's relaxing thanks to the cheers of a grateful universe. That reveal, though, of Hawkeye was freaking epic. Like, it looked like a completely different character, but then if he's not going to be Hawkeye, if he's going to be his other persona in this film, that could be very interesting. Seeing him with a sword would be amazing. And we don't know exactly what he was doing during the events of Infinity War. Jeremy Renner himself has said that Hawkeye wasn't just sat out there somewhere getting holes in one at every game of golf he plays. So is his mission going to have been, you know, something that Fury has sent him on that is involved? Or is it going to actually have had nothing to do with what they were doing and he was just on his own mission, saving the world from something else? I'm completely unaware of what's going on with Thanos. Because obviously we all wondered where Ant-Man was during Infinity War, but Ant-Man and the Wasp told us that he was busy dealing with his own issues and that the events of Ant-Man and the Wasp were basically almost concurrent to what was happening during the events of Infinity War. And obviously we all know that at the end credits, Scott gets trapped in the quantum realm and everybody else outside who could get him out turns into dust. So that begs the question, how is Scott there? Because I think one of the biggest theories that I myself have had, and I've seen lots of other people have, is that the quantum realm is the gateway to time travel, and that Ant-Man was going to go back in time and save everybody from before the snap happened and stop it from happening. There'll still be some deaths that stay permanent, but they won't have wiped out their big money earners, i.e. Spider-Man and Black Panther, who we know for a fact have sequels. So they gotta come back somehow, right? That was the one thing that made me laugh, when they're trying to convince everybody that they've killed all of these characters, and then, like, not even a week later, they were like, production has begun on Spider-Man 2, Far From Home, and it's like, what, the guy that's just died? Let me think. Do I think that these deaths are going to stay permanent? No. I really would have preferred it if they had just not told us anything. Like, it would have been really difficult for them to do, like, film the whole thing in secret, especially these days, because the press swarm anything with the word Marvel on it. But you know what I mean? Like, it just seems really weird to me that they honestly expect us to think that these deaths were ever going to be permanent. I'm not saying that all of them won't be permanent, but yeah, I think it'll be an excuse for anyone who's done with certain characters to leave, and characters that maybe they just don't have any room for in the big expanded universe won't come back. Personally, I really want Loki to come back. I know a lot of people were like, no, he can't come back again. He's died how many times and come back? But when Disney announced that they were going to be making a Loki-centered TV show for their streaming service, and then obviously Tom Hiddleston confirmed that he's going to be reprising the role. Now, yes, it could be set at any point in history. It could be set at multiple points in history. Loki has existed for a very long time, as has his brother, as had Asgard before it fell in Ragnarok. But I'm personally hoping that we will get Loki back and he will still be around to cause some mischief in the future, because ultimately he's one of Marvel's better characters. Obviously they've got a lot more of them now to choose from, but back in the Marvel Cinematic Universe's origin days, I think Loki was definitely one of the best characters that they had, and he still is, as far as I'm concerned. his presence in Ragnarok was very much appreciated. Man, that opening scene of Infinity War when both Loki and Heimdall bite the dust was rough, but pretty much set the tone for what the rest of the film was going to be like. So, I don't know what the deal is going to be in Endgame, whether or not it's going to be the same kind of bleak tone. It looks like they're definitely hammering in the, you know, this is not going to be the family fun-filled film of the year, as somebody else said every single Marvel film is. I think they're definitely going to be keeping the tone that the end of the last one set, and they kind of had as undertones all the way through. I still wonder if Red Skull's going to turn up, though. That'll be interesting. I really hope that he isn't just a cameo. I really want him to have one last fight against Cap. And that moment in the trailer where Captain America was like, you know, this has to work because I don't know what I'll do if it doesn't. I can't help but wonder if they've just flummoxed around with the order of events, and that's happened after Scott Lang is back. And that means that maybe there will be some time travel involved, because maybe Scott is going to take all of the survivors back and they're going to do a comic book version, Days of Future Past this thing, and have all the characters go back, help their past selves, and then they'll disappear from all of existence. Which means people like Iron Man who are stuck up in space, if they do die from oxygen loss, it won't matter because they'll be back ready to rock and roll again once they reset time. I know a lot of people are wondering if Robert Downey Jr. or Chris Evans are going to be finishing the role with this film. And I'll be honest, I wouldn't blame either of them if they did. I think Chris Evans could still do more as Captain America, but I think Robert Downey Jr. has definitely done way more stuff as Iron Man than I think anybody thought he would. I mean, we all thought he was done with Iron Man 3 when he took his power core out and was like, I'm done with this life. And then he came back. Like, literally, a film later. One of the other big things that has been not shown in this trailer, but we know for a fact is true, because it's not a... It is a kind of a minor spoiler, I suppose. It depends, so if you don't want to listen, skip forward a few seconds. But Gwyneth Paltrow confirmed that her character will not only be back, but she will also be being rescued, and her powers and her tech suit will be up and online. So we might actually get to see her step up and do some stuff, since the Avengers are going to need all the help they can get, since they're at such a reduced membership capacity. But we are just kind of going off into the realm of spoilers here. I am trying to keep it locked onto what we saw in this trailer, but it's just making me think of tons of other stuff, which is obviously what a good trailer is supposed to do. Overall, I can't wait. Like, I really hope that Jeremy Renner gets a lot of screen time in this one, especially with that shot of him with his sword. He looks so badass, and Jeremy Renner is one of those actors, man, that I just don't think gets enough cred. He always seems to be an amazing supporting actor, but whenever he gets a leading role, it just never seems to do as well as it should. So I really hope that, as whether he's Hawkeye, Ronin, or whatever they decide to call him in this film, I just hope that Clint gets a lot of cred in this film. And it would be nice to see him, you know, team up again with Black Widow. And yeah, I'm just really excited to see this film, man. It's out in April, so I think that's going to end it for me, guys. Otherwise, I'm just going to be ranting all day. So, as always, guys, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and leave a comment down below letting me know how much your levels of hype are for this film, because let's face it, everybody wants to see this film, right? Unless you're like my friend Panda, who isn't interested in Marvel whatsoever and is going, yay, Aquaman, DC, they exist too. But, you know, we don't talk about her. Anyway, guys, that's going to be it for me. If you're new around here, don't forget to click that subscribe button, ring the bell to stay notified, and as always, I'm Psycho Gold, and I will see you in my next video. Psycho Gold, out.